Hey there, it's me again. And these have all had several weeks to set up, and you can see kind of what I did here. I had the last time I looked at these, I had these sort of brownish, sort of exploding drips sort of moving around here around the outside. And this blue part here is actually a mask. It's a circular piece that I'm going to remove later. But I had been looking at these for, maybe 3, 4 weeks now, and they've come up now in my process, I've got lots and lots of things sort of rotating at the same time, and it's about time to sort of get back into this again. And these lighter areas that I painted in a glaze over the top of this, and then I sprayed them and removed some of that, and it created a nice little dotted pattern. I know it's hard to see with the reflection like that, but I think what that did was kind of unify this layer. It kind of grabbed the negative spaces and the drips and kind of combined them visually, and it also lightened it up, and it's going to give something. I've been trying to think about the right color, and just this morning when I was walking past the studio, I thought blue. I need to get blue, and warm and cool colors. There's a color temperature phenomenon that warmer colors seem to kind of, what do we say? They advance, and cool colors recede. And I think if I can cool off the peripheral here, then when I pull this circular mask off, the warm tones will kind of exist in the middle, and that's going to sort of maybe pull forward or pull your eye in. I'm not sure. The whole idea has been about portals and looking past spaces and into new places. So let me show. I've got some kind of a mixture of blue here, very rich dark blue. It's very transparent, and I added a little bit of gloss gel to it so that it kind of it'll remain really transparent. And what I'm doing is going around the outside with this ultramarine blue, and this is a real textured surface. It has these drips which are pretty thick, and this blue is kind of settling into the crevices, and it's also, as I paint it, I can kind of with the brush wipe off the peaks, the top of each of the drips. And so I'm going to kind of put my brush on the side like this, and using the side of the bristles, I'm going to kind of pull off some of the blue off the tops of these brown drips that were there. And so what happens is the blue settles along the crevice, the sort of where the brown paint comes back and meets the resin. The blue kind of settles in there and creates kind of a little bit of like a cast shadow maybe, or a drop shadow, and it accentuates the three-dimensional quality of those drips. And I really like that. I like the idea that some places in these resin paintings go way back in depth, and other places are very much about the surface, and rebound your attention back to, wait, I'm looking at a surface, not in depth. So I've done this with all 4 of these, and now they're going to set up, and we'll just kind of see how they turn out. But I'm excited now at the next stage to cut along each of the edge of this mask, and then pull the mask off and see what happens. So I hope that was interesting. I love capturing these different steps with these videos. So